All right, listen, bro. Listen, I'm about to put y'all on, bro. The top five best VSTs for trap beats in 2021, bro. Now, listen, I'm saying this right now. This is my personal opinion. These are the ones that I use the most and all that, the ones that I got. You know what I'm saying? So don't be in, like, let me know which ones I miss, but don't be in there like, yo, how could you do this? How could you miss that? Like, bro, listen, it's my five. Before we get into the actual countdown and all that, though, make sure you like the video. Make sure you sub, you know what I'm saying, comment, send this joint to your mans. But starting off at number 5, we got AGM Guitar, bro. This guitar, like, it's probably the most realistic sounding VST guitar that I found. You feel what I'm saying? If you looking for like Wheezy, Turbo, you know what I'm saying, all those like YSL producer type of beats, like a lot of the Atlanta sound like Gunna and Young Thug. If you make those type joint, Low Got It, Key, all that, if you using that, you want to use a guitar and all that, and AGM Guitar, like that joint fire, I ain't gonna lie. I had the free version for a minute and then I was like, nah, I ain't doing that no more, so I copped the, you know, full price joint. But regardless, it's fire regardless, so make sure y'all check that joint out. And by the way, I ain't getting paid for none of these I'm promoting. Like, I'm just letting y'all know what I be using, you feel what I'm saying? So don't think this is just for no check or none of that. It ain't no bias with it. I'm just letting y'all know what I be using, bro. But yeah, I put that at number 5 just because it's not like a versatile VST, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a great guitar, but it's just a guitar too, so you kind of only gonna use it on specific styles, you dig what I'm saying? But yeah, that's kind of how I did it, like versatility wise, you feel what I'm saying? Which ones y'all gonna use the most? That's kind of how I was ranking it in my head, so that's why that joint at number 5. And number 4, bro, we got Purity, bro. Purity is a GOAT VST. It don't take up a lot of CPU. Real easy to use. It's real simple layout. Like that joint, it got a lot of good sounds in it. It got a lot of good like pianos. It got a couple like guitars, strings. It got some plucks and all that. It got a whole lot, bro. So check that. If you ain't download Purity, bro, you kinda late, cause Purity a OG type joint, but it's still come in handy nowadays. You feel what I'm saying? So I definitely be using Purity. Only thing about it is like, as far as the style of beats you would be making with this, as far as trap, I would say like guys like, you know, that use a lot of synths, so like Uzi, maybe like Pierre, Cardi. If you're going for that style, you probably be using, you know, Purity for that type of style mostly, because the synths go crazy. But like, as far as pianos and other plucks and all that, like it ain't really, it's up there, but it's just not, you wouldn't go to Purity for a piano, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's number 4, bro. And a lot of these is the basics, bro. Like if we go deeper and deeper, like I could go on for days and days for like crazy VSTs for y'all, but like these is the basics that you really need, the essential joints, the essential top 5, you feel me? That's number 4 though. Number 3, we going with Nexus, all right? Now, a couple years ago, Nexus would have been higher. It might have been number 1. But as time passed, we kind of like outgrew it, you feel what I'm saying? But you still could go to Nexus and get crazy sounds. Another thing is the expansions. Like, of course, if you add expansions to your Nexus, then it's just going to be a whole different VST. That's a whole different subject, you feel what I'm saying? But because the expansions just make it even better. It's like the DLC. When you buy a game, it's like a DLC. Like, you buy that, and then you got even more stuff to the original that you already had. So, but I rock with Nexus, bro. They got crazy strings, crazy pianos. They got a little bit of everything. I'm gonna get Nexus 3, and I'm gonna do a video on that. You know what I'm saying? Review that. Like, I ain't really get it yet, but it's just because I wasn't worried about that joint. But I'm gonna get Nexus 3, and I'm gonna hook y'all up and let y'all know how fire that is. And it might move up to like number 2 or whatever. But for right now, Nexus is a solid number 3. Like, a respectable number 3. You feel what I'm saying? All right. So when it come to number 2, bro, when it came to number 2, I was like debating on what to put at number 2. I'm gonna tell y'all the VST that I almost put at number 2. In the honorable mentions, I'm gonna do some honorable mentions at the end. But number 2, I put Electra, bro. Electra's so fire. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I slept on that joint. I wasn't touching it. Like, I had it and I just didn't touch it for a minute. One day I was cooking up, I'm like, yo, let me see like what's in the Electra, you feel what I'm saying? That joint on fire. I ain't gonna lie. That joint on fire, bro. The synths go crazy. Plucks go crazy. It got some strings. It got a little bit of everything. You can go in there, of course, edit it and all that. Like, that joint go hard. That joint hard. Like, it got some sounds that I ain't never heard before. I had recognized some sounds from like some songs that's really like blew up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done recognized a lot of sounds from Electra that blew up. So I'm like, yo, I gotta use this. I gotta keep using this joint. And I've been using it for months now. So if you can get your hands on Electra, dog, definitely download it. I put that at number 2. That might be a little biased right now because it's a like recency bias, you know what I'm saying? Because I just was using it, but I feel like that joint is just crazy. I put that at number 2 for a reason. So like I said, the versatility, usage, like you're gonna be using that joint a lot. So definitely get your hands on that joint. Number one was so easy. Omnisphere, bro. Omnisphere is easily number 1. It got the most sounds. It got the most powerful sounds. It got everything you need. You can make a beat with just Omni every time, and it'll be a different beat every time. You feel what I'm saying? That's how powerful that joint is. Now, of course, it take up a lot of CPU. Now, it do cost a lot. I ain't gonna lie. Depending on your situation, you know what I'm saying? You might have to stack up for, you know, months and grab that joint, but I'm telling you, it's worth it, bro. If you can get your hands on Omni, you gotta get it, because it's literally the easiest one to use, because it's so powerful. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't go in there and find a bad sound. I don't think it's a bad sound in the whole joint. You can go in there, edit it, do whatever, play with the filters and all that, play with the little mods and all that. Like, it's too essential to not put it at number 1. So definitely get your hands on that if you can. Now, these are the honorable mentions, all right? The first one that I want to talk about is FantaSynth. I put this at an honorable mention because it's kind of new, but I'm definitely thinking this is the next one. Like, this is the next one that's going to be one of those secret VSTs that everybody use, but they don't really tell people about. You feel what I'm saying? The first night I downloaded it, I was cooking up for hours. You feel what I'm saying? That's how you know something good, when you first download it, you know you cooking up for a long time with it. That's how you know it's fine. So get your hands on FantaSynth if you can do that. Second honorable mention is Kontakt. This is an honorable mention because I don't have Kontakt, so I didn't use it before, but I seen guys use it. I don't watch videos on it. It looked powerful as hell, but I just never had it myself. So when I do get my hands on it, I'm gonna definitely do like a part 2 or whatever, and, you know, probably a video just on Kontakt and all that, and let y'all know what I think about it. But I just never got my hands on it. I wasn't really pressed for it, you know what I'm saying? But it looked crazy though, don't get me wrong. But I think it's all about like the libraries, if I'm not mistaken, that, you know, you gotta have certain libraries to make that joint go crazy too. But I'm gonna get my hands on that soon. And the third honorable mention, bruh, Arcade. Arcade is my favorite, but like, I didn't put it in the top 5 for the trap joint because, like, I don't know, it's more of a sample VST. It ain't like a creative one. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you can get creative with it, don't get me wrong, but like, the sounds are already in there for you. So I didn't want to put that in the top 5. I feel like it wouldn't really count. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's my favorite VST. Y'all already seen my video on that. But no, like, Arcade, that's my favorite VST, like, hands down. It's been that for a year now. You feel what I'm saying? I've been using it for a year, so definitely check that out. Get your hands on that. But that's it for the video, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Get your hands on as many of these as you can, but don't break the bank, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let the beats pay for your VSTs. All right, make themselves. Let that pay for it. Don't break the bank for none of these. Cause at the end of the day, we the ones that make these VSTs popping, bro. We the ones that make them hot. So don't even worry about it if you can't get your hands on all of them. But these is definitely the best 5 that I've been using. Make sure you like the video and all that. You feel what I'm saying? If you ain't sub, what is you doing? You feel what I'm saying? What are you doing?